Mission Swachh Udupi not only gave us a template for how we can set up end-to-end waste management in small towns, it also gave us a great team which has lasted with us across so many years now. By 2018, Saahas was working in Bangalore in many wards. We had also started working in Gurgaon with bulk waste generators. But we realized that in large cities, there is only that much we can do if we want to change the entire city's waste management. We realized that if we could work in a smaller town, maybe a sub 3 lakh population city, we could show a lot more long-lasting changes. Mission Swachh Udupi, we proposed to work in the town of Udupi. So Udupi district was already doing things in rural waste management. Priyanka ma'am was the ZP CEO in 2016-17, and she had launched the Swachh Udupi mission, where she had invited Vellore Srinivasan to train the local functionaries, to train local volunteers, and to set up SLRM systems.
This was a model introduced by Sri Vellore Srinivasan, who has done quite a lot of work in this field. We plan to bring him to Udupi to create a model, Udupi model of solid and liquid resource management. Then we identified three pilot villages, one say, then Varamballi and Nitte. Three villages we identified to start the pilot solid and liquid resource management, or SLRM units we called. He believed in end-to-end management and not only the last segregation bit of job only to be done by women. He believed right from collection, driving of the vehicle, bringing it to the segregation unit, segregating it, and then selling and getting the income out of selling of the recyclables. The end-to-end project has to be handled by women is what was his vision, and that is what we try to achieve also in these three units.
When we approached her in 2018, she was the district collector. And she put forth this request that while a lot of things are happening in rural Udupi, the Udupi still needs a lot of support in setting up resource recovery based decentralized waste management systems.
In Udupi city, there was a model where local SHGs were involved in waste collection from past 15 years, but people were giving the mixed waste and it was dumped in the landfill site.
So to implement this project, we formed a team of 11 people and we split the team into two parts. One part focused on the community side, looking at primary collection, helping improve source segregation and monitoring the regular collection. The other team worked on improving the processing capabilities. So the other team was looking at how do we improve the composting, how do we set up more decentralized dry waste centers, how can we support the centralized windrow composting which the city was planning to set up. And together, both the teams were able to achieve something that we had envisioned.
We promoted as much as on-site composting and community composting. Then around 1 metric ton of wet waste was sent daily for the biogas plant, and 30 metric tons of wet waste was diverted to the windrow composting shed.
This is the first model where SHGs were implemented to collect waste in a business model. Our team not only limited to capacity build them, there was a lot of awareness activities that were being conducted, and not limited to only awareness. We also had done a lot of processing capacity building related things, like in terms of how can it be composted, how can this go to material recovery facilities, and further from material recovery facilities to go to recycling. This was an integrated type of project of its first kind where Saahas supported urban in Karnataka. I think overall the results were too good. I think we need to extremely thank Priyanka Mary Francis ma'am, Murthy and team who were there on the ground during this implementation to achieve this result.
An end-to-end system which works, source segregation, regular collection, improved processing. But one of the other things that happened here was that we were able to involve all the different stakeholders. We worked very closely with the elected representatives, which is the ward councillors, because we realized that they have a very important say in deciding where the budget of the municipality will go. So we work very closely with them. We also work closely with the market associations, with the resident welfare associations, because they also decide how much user fee can be paid, whether they should pay the user fee, how should monitoring happen, etc. This project had a lot of new things that we tried for the first time. One of the new things was the trash barrier, which was installed across one of the streams in the city. We also found end destinations for a lot of separate specific waste streams. Like we found, we could set up end destinations for coconut waste, we could set up end destinations for flower waste. Udupi being a religious town and having a very famous temple, the Sri Krishna temple, we also engaged with the Sri Krishna Matha. We set up our first temple composter in the Sri Krishna temple, which continues to operate over the last so many years.
So that way, it gave a lot of satisfaction to all of us, and Udupi has been since then winning a lot of awards also in the sanitation and solid waste management sector.
So in a way, working in Udupi for us was like a launch pad, which led us to work a lot more in the rural areas of Udupi and work across the district. We also worked in Dakshin Kannada as an extension of Udupi. It also helped us build models which we are now replicating in Jorhat, Panna, Hebagudi and other small towns across the country.